Hello, this is Robert Pultz, and what we are doing today is a fan research project on the Smithfield Lutheran Register. You should be seeing that at this point. So this is the information for getting there. The pages in the register look like this. And let's back off so you can see the whole thing. And what we're going to do today is we're going to add Ludwig Stein, Christina, Eve, Jacob Stein, and Barbara to our database. Okay, so I'm going to move that over here so I can see it. And I'm going to bring this up. It's the database. So let's see if any Steins exist in the database first. Stain. And there's none. Okay. Now this is very elementary, but there seem to be some people out there that don't know how to do this. So we'll go over here and we're going to add an individual. And I generally start with the father. So that's Ludwig. And he's a male. I figure his birth date is about 1790. And that's because I'm dealing with a birth and a baptism in the 1811, 1812 time frame. I'll keep a sheet of information on that I cut and paste into there. And the reference number that I do is Smithfield. And this is page 26. So I had the where I got it and page number. If you don't know how to customize this, that's another class. But anyway, it's that button right down there. I'll take the reference number, and because the earliest date in my database is 1400, I put it at 1400. What that does for me, let's look at it. What that does for me is that puts the reference number at the top of my listings, and that's where I want to find my reference numbers. Okay. Ludwig Stein, let's go over here. Okay. We want to add a wife, and his wife is Eve, no last name. And she's female. Again, about 1790. Whoops, I should put about in there. I didn't do that a while ago. That's my keyword that tells me that it's that this is a guesstimate. Okay. Databases work better if you have a guest date range guest and a location desk. And I also put in a location. So you'll see that she comes up. Again, I put that 1400. And see that pop to the top. Come on. It popped to the top. Close that. Okay, and the child that they have is here. And that child is Christina. And I'm going to take a guess and say Christina is a female name. And she was born 22 OCT 1811. And I really need to hold on a minute. Let me go get my crib sheet. It's going to take me a second here. I really need to put the locations in here. Now, this is 1811 in Jefferson County, West Virginia today was Virginia at the time. I'll show you my crib sheet when it comes up. Takes a while. Should have had this already. And sometimes I'm slow about these things. Okay, sometime today. Okay. LibreOffice. Okay, this is what I've done on my crib sheet. I put in when Jefferson, Virginia became Jefferson, Virginia, which was 1801. It was Berkeley before that. These are the dates, effective dates for these counties. It was Frederick before that. It was Orange before that. And it was Sportsfalia before that. And then it was part of Essex, King, and Queen, and King William counties. Smithfield, which is the city that all this has taken place in, was Smithfield from 1786 to 1806. Okay. And then here's my source citation. So what I want is Jefferson, Virginia, United States. And I just copy that and paste it in here. And the reference number again is 26. So, I didn't put the baptismal date. Okay. I'm getting cart before the horse. Baptismal date was 27th September. And that was 1812. Okay, so now we've got everything in there. And we have the reference number right here. I run that up to the top with 1400. And I have baptism. See, I'm messing up. Jefferson, Virginia, United States. Okay, close. Now, since I did this one and I put the birth in there, I use that location because I know they were there at one time. And it gives the databases something to look for. The databases will probably default to Virginia. They at least know it's going to be the United States, and that's where I figured most of these people came from. But if you give them something to take and look at, they will do their best to find it, and they'll set that as the priority. Then they'll take and go down through the database and increment it with the data that they have. Okay. Now we need to add 2 more names to the database. So let's do that. So you're going to see 3 times adding names to the database, and that's the godparents, and it's going to be Jacob and last name Stein. Probably a close relative, wouldn't you say? Male, again, 1790, about. Whenever I have an audience, I get kind of befuddled. And that's 26. And say, okay. And move it down to 1400 again. And say, close. And then we know his wife is Barbara. Again, 90. B. And 26. Okay. Continue adding this as a new person. There's plenty of Barbaras in my database. Okay, and close. Okay. So let's do, and let's see if our Steins are there. Stein camps. There they are. And our first one was Ludwig. So let's go find Ludwig. There he is. And let's correct our problem here. I didn't put about in front of this. So that's going to be, yeah, like I said, I don't delete my errors. Okay. And okay, now that's the end of episode 2. Hope you enjoyed it. Uh, let me see if I can get Zoom back up here so I can shut this down. And see you for episode 3.